I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight.
Okay, name. Cairo. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cairo, and welcome to Not For Broadcast. Now, you might notice something a little interesting with the video. And yes, I did get a haircut. But no, really. I have started using a new technique to record my videos. And so now I can finally have this within the corner instead of where it used to be. So now I can move my camera around. Now I'm bouncing around. Now I'm bouncing around. So this game is very interesting because I'm recording a video about it. And that's weird on its own because this is a game about being a television prompter where you're just focusing on getting the news out and you're trying to not make sure that all the mess ups go away. All right, so enough talking. Campaign. We're also gonna call this one Cairo. Recommended. Okay, we're gonna go broadcaster.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, this is British, by the way. Just gotta point that out there. Wow. What incredible antennas. Finally, I get to stop getting flashbanged. Lection. Oh, where's the phone? Turn right. Oh.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right,
yeah.
Look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath
I'm sure I don't.
Screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry,
these, okay.
I'll take you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Left.
These plugs control
Oh.
everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you.
VHS
So
rack,
fiddle with them.
speakers.
All
Okay.
you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right.
Okay, we're gonna go My Salad Weekly, Exorcism with Ham Sleeves, and Crazy Neil. Crazy Neil.
Won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes. When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You don't see if it makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it made figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw the news titles on screen too. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's
Wait, where? How?
and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality
Speakers,
of the Year
Vision, Mex.
and a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic.
Okay, there it is.
Button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate.
Hey, I did good.
Throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay. When it shrinks down, it vanishes. Okay.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Bit early there, mate.
Yeah, I know.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance.
I know.
A bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Right, it's going well.
Okay.
All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to make it interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking.
Okay.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience
Okay,
will see
I could do
Stick
this.
to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make
Yeah.
it look like those. Might as well
Yeah, I
be
know,
screen
yeah.
selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
10 seconds.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
Okay.
Is the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Ooh.
Culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, I feel happy doing this.
I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with
Okay.
him in several movies,
I'm
all
doing
very
it.
successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, That is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that
Been on that
surpasses
show a bit long.
a love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid.
This is so good. We're doing amazing.
And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Doesn't it? Giving.
Oh, whoops.
Suffering
I bled a
for
shot.
one's audience. Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Don't worry.
They've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's
Wait, where?
very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
And
Go
we're
to
out.
the film clip, screen 1.
Oh,
Looks like
one.
Clash is losing it in the
One.
studio, but we ain't
One.
got time for that. There's more interference
Oh,
coming.
I'm so
It's a bit trickier
confused.
this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right. Get the speed right. Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
No, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
It'll do for now. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, don't
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This formula.
Alright, we're doing a good job. We're doing pretty good.
Yes.
Frankly, mate, you're lucky to still be on the air. Maybe get some practice in.
We have to.
Well, I did pretty good. Besides the couple.
You'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
I wish I had a clock.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen.
I did notice that.
When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm, and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do
Oh, that's very
The red
convenient.
bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Okay.
We got those shares. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Seriously,
You want it? We got it. You want it? You want it? We got it. You pay us.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to play.
Thank you all for coming. And, thank you all for coming. And, where do I start?
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They use every dirty, low-down, lying southern...
I'm very slow now.
You.
Oh, no, that was bad.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Coarser than the ground is funny. Coarser than the
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth.
Yeah, I should remember.
No, this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
Tomorrow we will be producing a sweeping reform.
I'm scattering.
No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. Earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
Today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
Today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. Someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful Jeremy Donaldson.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for waiting, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Boring politics then.
Oh shit, wait, I'm on my own?
Am I dying now?
You should be so lucky.
Damn.
Not coming for a drink?
Johnny Lucy.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages.
Oh my god, my sequencing.
Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy.
Damn it, we did get a bonus.
For info, if not, select continue to move to the next page.
Well, what's...
Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph there showing you what the audience
Some
did
rude
there,
words were broadcasted in an appearance-free show.
details if you want to get
And
better at making
really
TV.
poor edit.
I never came here, never once.
Yeah, I need to get a lot better with my fingers.
This is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid.
Broadcast for.
That box at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care? This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world. Tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important. Tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Oh wait, so we're decent, right? Okay.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looks to the public. There's 3 sections. Broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now.
Broadcasts.
Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, in a few moments, we'll be going
Oh,
live to
God.
tonight's
Not one to miss. At 9 p.m., sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom of Being Colin. Taking
Oh my
us
god,
through
this
the
is
film
long.
Dr. Adrian Atkinson Brimey will be grilling his guests in
Oh my
Tonight's
god.
columnist Katie Brightman.
Here, we'll use this feature later.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those.
Well, I never did a rush, did I?
This is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Okay, the headlines, the Blundercast interview, the advanced acceptance. Okay. So what happens if we load the Blunderclat?
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my
Oh,
cards.
these are like...
No, they're the right ones apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must
Oh,
see
this is
that.
fascinating.
I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do 1 beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from
That's
the shock election
fascinating. Okay, we'll do these at the end. We'll do those for the end. For now, though, we're gonna continue to do the days. Wait, an unexpected form. You arrive home to find posts on the map. Most being nothing than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants you to know you. The curiosity gets the better of you and you open it. It's a form from the news advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston of 14 and Susie Winston of 19. Well, you moose. At least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would... Oh, definitely introduce myself friendly. Or just get to work immediately. That's probably more like me. A colleague in a different department is confined in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. I think you report it. That's probably the best. Alright. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would... Yeah, hit that first deadline, sure. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You... Oh. I would for sure go. You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, I think I'll talk about my accomplishments. Okay. In your spare time, I just relax alone. Sure. Well, actually, no, this one looks better. Your ideal holiday getaway would be... Yeah, just natural beauty. Why not? It is most important that the government keeps people... I would say equal. Thank you for cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Sign my name. Oh, that's fun. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just dying or drying up a favorite coffee cup. A worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The prints faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. Luck of the window brings you back to reality. There, in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for busting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers. But I need a favor. And you're the only one I could ask. Oh yeah, what's going on? You must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff. The Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's hard-earned cash to fund the lazy, it's bullshit. You've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money. Chris adds hastily. But they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. I'm very sorry. Chris's eyes flashed dangerously. You can't possibly be that naive. You're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. Look, that's not why I'm here. I need to borrow your passport. Passport? I can't give you that. That's illegal. They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so... Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money, it will be safe. But I need to go now, before they freeze my account. Please, Alex. I won't ask if I have any other choice. Oh, God. You know what? Yeah. I will. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, carefully not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what are you doing? Nothing, sweetheart. Not doing a single thing. Sam seems unsure. You sure? What are you doing in the safe? I'll be up to bed. Sure. You close the safe and head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Yeah, here it is. Oh, I gave the passport away, got it. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thanks, I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the password. Oh, I'm tired. But not only that, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs a nigh fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. So you at the bed? Hope you prize some of the duvet away from Sam without waking them up. The fallout. The fallout. Whoa, whoa.
Alright, mate, it's Dave. Oh, Christ, it's noisy in here, Jesus. Right, hang on, let me just get out some flags, darling. Yeah, I'll take that one with me. Cheers. Right, oh, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
Oh, yeah,
you need
true.
to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts.
Okay, load up.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Yes. Should we play is this toy safe? Must have toy for your child this Christmas.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
and we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Alright, no Dave.
She thinks dogs have their own secret language.
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Time to go over to Jeremy
1.
Donaldson for tonight's
Good evening, I'm Jamie Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehearts. Sophia promises it will be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash.
All right, what do we got?
Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sports.
Oh, now we have sports.
Hansleaves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named sports.
How do you have, by the way, how do you have both of these photos?
Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firm.
What happens if I include one bad one?
On the cards for these two budding
I think I should do that.
and grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Okay, we gotta keep it on track. Keep it on the green. Keep it on the green. Okay. So we're going to Donaldson first, right?
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs.
I feel like he's gonna swear.
Alan James is
shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong. I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
That was good. That was good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see you full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Whoa.
Actually, fuck it, I don't care, I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune though. Alright, mate, see you later, bye!
What did you even just tell me?
5,
Hurry up.
4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country.
Okay.
Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jamie Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public service.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return.
God damn, there's so many of these.
Safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
That's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay.
This is so hard. This is so hard.
With what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states
I
that...
fucked up.
Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? Delia, could you give me a little help, please? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. Back in your gimp space.
I'm gonna...
Whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said back in your gimp space.
I'm gonna...
As I was saying...
Can I not show this?
Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position.
How did I not lose a single
And finally
piece
tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris,
Oi, oi.
Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
1 sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Sopen!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this?
Sopen!
You are joking. Chris is Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Little boy?
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Jesus!
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, lads. Believe that!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some lucky young thespians. Don't go away.
We're gonna do A.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Oh, that was interesting.
Quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't
Wait, what?
get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip: when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Let's go.
We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting
Oh my God,
about
I went to the wrong one.
beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks,
Steve. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle believed
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
and teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
Yeah. That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear
A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the
My bad.
headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly, but we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a
Oh,
short
whoops.
section of Hey.
I rushed that.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Tears.
Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone.
Alone.
Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner?
What am I-
around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist! Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year? Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
silent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa.
I'm so lost.
Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap.
I hate this.
Class girls can't rap. I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News.
That was awful.
For all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jamie Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that
Oh shit.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe
That
I've
was
got a
ass.
14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Yeah, that was horrible. Oh, I get a bad grade here. Yeah, third sequence is terrible. Fair enough. Broke gas poor. Okay, we're doing good with our. Well, we're doing Or shares. Okay. Our bosses love us and the world's good. That's all we care about, right? Right. Anyways, let's look at the broadcasts we've done today. Starting with the election. Oh, here we are.
I'm Jamie Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that
How
experts
bad
said
are
just
these?
couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chap. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, that ain't bad. Okay, we got low bit rate, man. Somebody needs to get these visuals better. Like, these are awful. Jamie Donaldson.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change, but critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary Geoffrey Jeffries has issued a statement in which he comments that we have all been seduced by the shiny wrapping paper, but have yet to see the contents of the box. Sounds like sour grapes to me, Jeff. After the break, Megan Wolf will be speaking to a man whose grapes certainly aren't sour, the international heartthrob and inexplicable box office sensation that is Lawrence Blunderclatch. And later in the program, we'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech. That's all coming up after the break.
This feels like a skit.
Celebrate.
We don't ever watch ads. Alright, we're back. National Nightly News.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own culture reporter Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
All right,
So you
we
just
did
finished filming
okay.
your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter...
I'm a bit slow, you could tell.
Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know
That's
him?
definitely
He's a
something I have to
wonderful
work
chap,
on is
he
my
really
speed
is.
when watching these. You can kind of tell I'm just like cutting very slowly and out of pace. That okay, these were good cuts. All right, we're gonna go to Fallout now. This is the really bad one.
To the top of the list. Tonight, we go...
Here we go.
I've got you, Jeremy.
Here we
Thank
go.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country.
We're gonna 2 times this though. I did a good job with that. I got the Jamie Donaldson at the end.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public. Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him? Yes, sir. Hello,
Oh god, here we go. The pimp. That was a mistake. Because I kind of slide. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Everybody else does. No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony? Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwork's quite hard to come by. But you have a number one there, Tony. Titwork, Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads. Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel the time spent in prison helped you rehabilitate you in any way, Tony? Titwork, Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Why did he keep saying it? I followed that 10-second rule. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think any of us want to see the you know, the performance. Okay, election day headlines.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jamie Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chap. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new...
Okay, we know that. We know the Blunderclat one. Now it's time for advanced acceptance.
Apparently he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Christ, he's a liability at the best of times.
I know. God help whoever has to bleep this. 10 seconds, everybody.
I mean, a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm told we can now go live.
So we have these guys.
Coming and, well, where do I start?
Okay, they just came on like normal. Alright. Okay, now we got Fallout pre-roll. That's interesting.
No, for my sister's kid, Mr. Fuckletugs or something.
Snuggle hugs?
That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
That's what I heard.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
I don't think we have any. Oh, that's where it ends. Okay. Now we have Alan James interview. this I don't know what the preface for this was,
All
but
that, and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of being an actor from welfare side. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Writing News.
okay, here we go.
Sing quickly, please.
We actually had to make the book indestructible because people tried to set it on fire too much. It's like
Thanks for coming on.
bonfires.
Thanks for
in town
having me.
centres, But, Alan James, no doubt you've read my stuff.
I try not to, if I'm honest.
Behave. Literally 10 seconds, everybody. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In the wake of
Now all we care about is the weird shit that happened. Well, actually, we did already see we saw the ending one, so Law and Order. Well, this one's a feisty one. It had a bit of a start.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. Is little Jakey scared of the big bad caught you with water?
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, we saw this one as well. We saw the, like, I fucking dickheads or whatever. I forget what exactly he said, but he was not happy. Let's just keep it a buck.
Well, where is he?
In his dressing room, probably banging his head against the wall.
Look, it's alright, I've got this.
I'm sure he's on his way.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you. 10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4.
If only I fucking heard that.
4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf.
Alright, now we have the adverts, which I'm not gonna watch for the life of me. Except one. Except one.
Alan James. I'm Alan. Alan James is right. Alan James is right. Alan James is right in front of you. I don't want to scare you, but you should be scared. There must be something in the food! I don't want to upset you, but you should weep for the world. They're gonna your poor, sweet grandma. And I don't mean to shock you, but you need to wake up! I'm Alan James, and I'll slap you so hard with the truth, you'll still be picking facts out of your face the following Wednesday. Alan James, coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
Oh my god, that was incredible. Alright, well, that seems to be the end of our video today. Which, it's weird saying that now because of all the shit. But before I end this video, I have to shout out Mateo Tavar for being a day one viewer, which really warmed my heart when I saw the comments. And so I am incredibly thankful that even nowadays that I could just like have people really still enjoy my content and watch it so much. It really does warm my heart a lot. So anyways, that's where I'm getting the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.